So I made a video about a day or so ago in which I said emphatically, I said for a fact, Martell Holt will not get full custody of those kids, that there's no court in the United States that would grant him full custody. And from what I see, he is making public rookie mistakes. If he has an attorney, I don't know why his attorney is allowing him to do this, because some of his public antics online are definitely going to work against him. So what I saw was Martell post a picture of his son with some jewelry on, some kind of costume jewelry that kids might wear at Halloween or whatever. And it's actually something that Melody had posted maybe a week or so ago when she was having family time with the kids. And she was saying that she had allowed them to, do some stuff, but she had to let them go on top. I don't know if it was Fashion Nova, but it was some site. And Tank picked out some jewelry. It's like a watch, some neck stuff, and it looks like that typical rapper stuff. And so this is the kind of stuff that our kids see in videos, and the rappers are wearing it. When my daughter was 9, she wanted to mimic some of the people she saw, and it's just natural. And as a parent, you tell them what's appropriate and what's not, And so it was kind of a key. Again, in my opinion, it would be no different than a kid wearing some stuff at Halloween. Now, Martell goes on to IG and posts a poll and saying that he saw his son in this attire, like this jewelry, and he's about passed out. Let me quote what he said. Let me get it right. My 9-year-old son came to me with this around his neck, about passed out. I don't know if he came to him with that on or not, or if he just took a screenshot from the video Melody had. I don't know. But a couple things are wrong with this post. First of all, a lot of parents have differences in parenting style and what they agree with. And one parent may, think it's okay for a kid to do certain things while another parent may not. Once you're in custody court, getting online, especially in the forum, because they have such visibility, this is not like they talking to their little, neighborhood friends, even though if that gets to the judge, that can be a red flag and that can go against him as well. But by him putting this on Instagram for hundreds of thousands of people to view, he is shooting himself in the ass. I mean, good, Martell, keep making the mistakes. And what kind of an attorney do you have allowing you to do this nonsense? So first, what he's telling us, so he took a poll. What do you think? So we all know, and it don't even take a brilliant attorney to be able to prove to the judge that he's taking a shot at Melody's parenting. He's doing it publicly, like humiliating her. I don't know what he calls himself doing, but putting her on blast like that, saying, oh, this is what the mom do. I disagree with this. Like I'm the better parent, and what do y'all think of that? Those things will work against you with the judge and the mediators. They will totally work against you. Getting public, custody is not fought in public opinion, in the court of public opinion. And unfortunately, a lot of people, that's one of the mistakes that they make, which is a good mistake because that's going to be to Melody's credit. First of all, you're embarrassing your son, because why are you putting that out there for some of his friends or the kids at his school, the parents, for them to have something else to talk about? You are constantly putting your kids under a microscope and in a negative light. For you to get on there publicly and, act like her decision-making skills or whatever, take the whole situation out of context, it's going to bode very bad for you, sir. I mean, it's stupidity. If you have a problem with what he had on, why are you telling us? Hell, what we gonna do about it? But you know what's gonna happen? I feel like they're going to look at this as subtle mental abuse, publicly berating your ex-wife. I remember seeing on the show where Tank was actually crying when they were talking about how the kids were dealing with the custody, with the whole divorce and everything. And for Martell to get on there, to get on IG and kind of, mock fun of his own son, I can only say that we've seen how you get with Melody, where you've almost gotten physical, very aggressive, and, and now when you do things like this, even though you're not necessarily cursing her out or using profanity, your actions are hostile and angry and vindictive and abusive. Putting this out there about your son, who is going through a lot, because remember, when kids are in custody, they got two parents to please. They love both of their parents, regardless. Even parents that we think are abusive and horrible parents, kids, they bond with them for the most time. Even people that have been abused by, people who have abducted them, they get Stockholm syndrome. So at the very least, kids love their parents. Their kids love both of them. To get on there and then kind of put down what his mom has done at a time that they thought was special, and they were having fun, and then you take that little situation, bring it to the internet, and make it a bad and negative thing, is you being abusive and hostile. And that's not going to work in your favor. And so I know Melody has awesome attorneys, but baby, this kind of behavior, it's abusive. And I know, because I had to do some of my own stuff when I was going through custody. These kind of public displays shows your anger and aggression, berating her as well as your son. You already said you were accused of physically hitting him. You don't have to hit a person to abuse them. It's your behavior. It's you acting like his choices are not good. If you think that they're not, then that's a private matter between a parent and a child, not us and the internet. Who gives a damn how we vote and what we would let our kids do? That was a dumb mistake. No, it's a great mistake. What you need to realize is that these mediators and these judges are humans, and they are given a standard of law that they have to adhere to. However, once you go to the courts, they can interpret that shit a multitude of ways. So you sitting up there, you've already said that she said that you hit your son, and now you're going to be so mean-spirited to come out and humiliate him on IG, and you think you going to get full custody? You a fool.